Hi dear friends, how are you all? Welcome to our YouTube channel HR Tutors India. In this video, we are going to discuss one of the most important topics for every salaried employee. That is, old tax regime versus new tax regime for the financial year 26-27. In this video, we'll cover the topic step by step, including income tax slabs under both regimes, key differences between old regime and new tax regime, which includes exemptions and limitations. And most importantly, a practical comparison of tax calculation for different salary levels like 5 lakhs, 7 lakhs, 12 lakhs, 15 lakhs, 18 lakhs, 22 lakhs and 25 lakhs. So make sure that you watch this video till the end because this will help you to decide which tax regime is better for you. So wasting no time, let's get into the video. New tax regime for financial year 26-27. Let us see the income tax range and the tax rate. 0 to 4 lakhs it is nil, 4 to 8 lakhs 5%, 8 to 12 lakhs 10%, 12 to 16 lakhs 15%, 16 to 20 lakhs 20%, 20 to 24 lakhs 25% and above 24 lakhs 30% is the tax rate. New tax regime, exemptions and limitations. Now let us see the exemptions and limitations under new tax regime. Salaried employees and pensioners can claim a flat deduction of 75,000 which helps reduce taxable income automatically. Then comes the rebate under section 87A. Resident individuals with a net taxable income up to 12 lakhs can get a rebate of up to 60,000, which means their tax liability can become zero. Then comes the marginal relief. If your income is just a little above 12 lakhs, marginal relief ensures you don't end up paying a disproportionately high amount of tax. Under a new tax regime, most common tax saving deductions like ATC, ATD, ATG and exemptions such as HRA, LTA are not applicable. Higher income earners with income above 50 lakhs or 1 crore etc. may need to pay surcharge. However, a marginal relief is available here as well to reduce the sudden tax burden. This is the new addition which has been given to the new tax regime for the financial year 26-27. That is nothing but the employer NPS contribution. Contributions made by your employer towards NPS can still be claimed as a deduction under section 80CCD2 up to 14% of the salary. Which means if you can discuss with your employer, the employer can break up the salary under employer EPS section. The employer can make an exemption by deducting the employer contribution towards NPS, which can be of 18% of your salary, which will be non-taxable. In this way, you can save 14% of your salary under the exemption employer contribution towards NPS. So friends, these are the exemptions and limitations under new tax regime. Old tax regime for financial year 26-27. Now let us see the old tax regime income tax slabs. The income tax slabs and the tax rates are as follows. Up to 2.5 lakhs, the tax rate is 0%. 2.5 to 5 lakhs, 5%. 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, 20%. And above 10 lakhs, it is 30%. So, these are the income tax slabs under old tax regime. Old tax regime, exemptions and limitations. Now, let us see the exemptions and limitations under old tax regime, which can be claimed and adjusted while calculating the income tax under old tax regime. Section 80C investment deductions up to 1.5 lakhs is the limitation. You can claim deductions by investing in options like home loan principal repayment EPF, life insurance premium ELSS, tuition fees NPS, fixed deposit PPF, VPF, post office schemes NCS and Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana is a saving scheme designed for your daughters for future with maturity up to age of 21 years. PPF and VPFs are the long-term savings options with a lock-in period of 15 years offering stable returns and tax benefits. Then comes the post office deposit and the national savings certificate. Under homeland benefits, principal repayment qualifies under section 80C and the interest paid can be claimed under section 24 up to 2 lakhs annually. Section 80TTA, deduction available on interest earned from your saving schemes and the limitation is 10,000. Then comes the section C, there is no limitation, that is full deduction on interest paid for higher educational loans for the eligible period. Then comes the standard deduction, which has a limitation of 50,000. Salaried employees or pensioners get an automatic deduction of 50,000 from the taxable income. Under Section 80EE, extra deduction on home loan interest for the first-time home buyer subject to conditions, and the limitation is 50,000. Children education allowance. In the previous financial year, the children education allowance was very low when compared to the children education allowance for the financial year 26-27. That has been increased to 72,000. So if you talk to your HR and add this children education allowance as an allowance in your salary breakup, 72,000 straight away can be exempted from your taxes. So this is the new updation for the financial year 26-27. Section 80EE, extra deduction on home loan interest for first time home buyers subjected to conditions, and the limitation is 50,000. Then comes the Section 80G, deduction on donations made for approved social or charitable causes, generally 50% or more depending upon the institution. Then comes the medical insurance, 25,000 for self and family insurance premium, and an extra 25,000 for parents health insurance premium. Section 80DD, disabled dependent care, deduction for medical care and rehabilitation of a dependent with disability. That is 40% disability, the limitation is 75,000, and for 80% or more disability, the limitation is 1.25 lakhs. Then comes the Section 80DDB, medical treatment expenses, deduction for specified diseases. Actual amount paid is up to 40,000, and for senior citizens aged between 60 years and 80 years, the limitation is up to 1 lakh. Then comes the rebate under Section 87A. Resident individuals with taxable income up to 5 lakhs can get a rebate of Rs 12,500, making liability zero. Then finally comes the hostel expenditure allowance, and the limitation is 2.16 lakhs. Can be included in salary structure to support children's hostel expenses. So, to avail this expenditure as a limitation, you need to talk to your HR and request them to add this expenditure allowance under the salary breakup so that you can utilize this 2.16 lakhs as an exemption under old tax regime. So friends, these are the exemptions and limitations under old tax regime. Now let's get into the practical part of this video where we'll compare the old tax regime and the new tax regime with different salary levels, that is from 5 lakhs to 25 lakhs. So friends, this is the Excel sheet which I have prepared for calculating the salaries and comparing them with old tax regime and new tax regime for the financial year 26-27. Here you can see the table stating that old tax regime versus new tax regime for the financial year 26-27 and the taxable salary on CTC with no exemptions. So friends, here there is no exemptions under old tax regime and new tax regime. So if you have any exemptions, you can just put it in this table and you can calculate your taxable income. Accordingly, you can decide which tax regime you want to go with. The exemptions and the limitation which I already discussed in the previous part of this video. So hope you have understood the exemptions and limitations under old tax regime and the new tax regime. Now let's get into the practical part. Here you can see the income tax slabs. Here the income tax slabs under old tax regime are 0%, 5%, 20% and 30%. And the standard deduction is 50,000, which I have already discussed. Then comes the new tax regime income tax slabs. Here you can see from 0 to 24 lakhs, the income tax rates are 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30. And the standard deduction is 75,000. Here you can also see the taxable income we'll be calculating for all the salary levels. Here you can see the rebate rates. That is, if the taxable income is below 5 lakhs under old tax regime, then the taxes are 0. If the taxable salary is below 12 lakhs, then the taxable income under new tax regime is 0, which we have already discussed in the previous part of this video. And the amount is 12,500 for old tax regime and 60,000 is the rebate for new tax regime. Now wasting no time, let's get into the practical part. Here we'll see the taxable income for 5 lakhs with no exemptions under old tax regime. 0 to 2.5 lakhs, the taxable income is 0. Then comes the taxable income between 2.5 to 5 lakhs. Here the salary is 5 lakhs. So I have calculated the taxable income where it comes to be 10,000 rupees for 5 lakhs after exemption of the standard deduction. Here you can see the calculation. Then the salary from 5 to 10 lakhs is 0, above 10 lakhs is 0. If you see the taxable income for 5 lakhs is 10,000 rupees. But here as the tax rebate, that is the amount is less than 12,500, then the taxable income is 0. Now let us check out the taxable salary for 5 lakhs under new tax regime. 0 to 4 lakhs it is 0, and 4 lakhs to 8 lakhs here it is calculated as 1250 rupees. From 8 lakhs to 12 lakhs it's 00000. So the taxable income is 1250, which is less than 60,000. So the taxable income is 0. So friends, hope you understood how we have calculated the taxable income for 5 lakhs under old tax regime and new tax regime. Now let's check out the CTC of 7 lakhs under old tax regime and new tax regime. We'll compare and we'll see which tax regime is best for 7 lakhs income. Friends, please do remember this is for no exemptions. If you have any exemption, you can just put it under old tax regime and new tax regime, then you can calculate the taxable income. Now let's calculate the taxable income for 7 lakhs under old tax regime. 0 to 2.5 lakhs 0, 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs it's 12,500, and 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs the taxable income is 30,000. So altogether it comes to be 42,500. This 42,500 is more than 12,500. So there is no tax rebate. So the taxable income will be 42,500 under old tax regime for 7 lakhs. Now let's see taxable income for 7 lakhs under new tax regime. 0 to 4 lakhs 0, 4 lakhs to 8 lakh it's 11,250, 00000. So the taxable income is 12,250, which is less than the 60,000. So the taxable income will be 0. So friends, if your salary is 7 lakhs and there is no exemptions, then it's better to go for new tax regime where the taxable income is 0. But if you opt for old tax regime, the taxable income is 42,500 if there are no exemptions. Now let's see the taxable income for 12 lakhs under old tax regime and new tax regime. 0 to 2.5 lakhs 0, 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs 12,500, 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs 1 lakh, and above 10 lakhs, that is for 12 lakhs the taxable income is 1,57,500. Now let's see the taxable income for 12 lakhs under new tax regime. 0 to 4 lakhs 0, 4 lakhs to 8 lakhs is 20,000, and 8 lakhs to 12 lakhs the taxable income is 32,500, and 12 lakhs to 16 lakhs it's 00000. So the total taxable income is 52,500. So here also this 52,500 is less than 60,000, which is the tax rebate. Hence, the taxable income is 0, which clearly states that for 12 lakhs, the taxable income under new tax regime is 0 with no exemptions when compared to the taxable income of 12 lakhs under old tax regime, that is 1,57,500. So it is better to opt for new tax regime if you have no exemptions for the CTC of 12 lakhs. Now let's see the taxable income for 15 lakhs under old tax regime. 0 to 2.5 lakhs 0, 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs 12,500, 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs 1 lakh, and above 10 lakhs, that is for 15 lakhs it's 1,35,000. So altogether the taxable income under old tax regime for 15 lakhs is 2,47,500, and same thing, that is 15 lakhs for new tax regime is 0 to 4 lakhs 0, 4 to 8 lakhs 20,000, 8 lakhs to 12 lakhs 40,000, 12 lakhs to 16 lakhs it is 33,750. So if we add all together, the taxable income for 15 lakhs under new tax regime is 93,750, which is 50% of the old tax regime. Now let's say the taxable income for 18 lakhs under old tax regime. 0 to 2.5 lakhs 0, 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs is 12,500, 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs 1 lakh, and above 10 lakhs, that is till 18 lakhs, the taxable income is 2,25,000. So the total taxable income for 18 lakhs under old tax regime is 3,37,500. Now let's see the taxable income under new tax regime. 0 to 4 lakhs 0, 4 to 8 20,000, 8 to 12 lakhs 40,000, 12 lakhs to 16 lakhs 60,000, and 16 lakhs to 18 lakhs is 25,000. So all added together it is 1,45,000. So here also you can check it out. The taxable income under new tax regime is 50% less than the old tax regime. Now let's check out the taxable income for 22 lakhs under old tax regime. 0 to 2.5 lakhs 0, 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs 12,500, 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs is 1 lakh, and above 10 lakhs, that is from 10 lakhs to 22 lakhs, the taxable income is 3,45,000. Altogether, the taxable income for 22 lakhs under old tax regime is 4,57,500. Now let's see the taxable income for 22 lakhs under new tax regime. 0 to 4 lakhs 0, 4 to 8 20,000, 8 to 12 lakhs 40,000, 12 to 16 lakhs 60,000, 16 to 20 lakhs 80,000, and 20 lakhs to 20 to 2 lakhs, that is 31,250. Added together, the total taxable income is 2 lakhs 31,250 for 22 lakhs under new tax regime, which is half of the taxable income under old tax regime. Now finally, let's see the taxable income for 25 lakhs under old tax regime. 0 to 2.5 lakhs 0, 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs 12,500, 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs 1 lakh, then above 10 lakhs till 25 lakhs the taxable income is 4 lakhs 35,000, and added all together the total taxable income under old tax regime for 25 lakhs CTC is 5 lakhs 47,500. Now let's see the taxable income under new tax regime. 0 to 4 lakhs 0, 4 lakhs to 8 lakhs 20,000, 8 lakhs to 12 lakhs 40,000, 12 lakhs to 16 lakhs 60,000, 16 lakhs to 20 lakhs 80,000, 20 lakhs to 24 lakhs is 1 lakh, and above 24 lakhs till 25 lakhs is 7,500. Added all together, the taxable income for 25 lakhs under new tax regime is 3 lakhs 7,499. So friends, here you can see and compare the taxable income for different salary levels under old tax regime and new tax regime with no exemptions. So if you have any exemptions under new tax regime and old tax regime, please put that calculation over here, and then accordingly you can calculate your taxable income. But if you have no exemptions, then these are the taxable incomes for different level of salaries, where you can decide which tax regime you want to opt and reduce your taxable income. So friends, I will be sharing you this Excel sheet where you can calculate your taxable income for different salaries under different tax regimes with exemptions or without exemptions. So friends, hope this is clear, and this will be helpful for you to calculate your taxable income comparatively with old tax regime and new tax regime for the financial year 26-27. So friends, hope you understood different salary slabs under new tax regime and old tax regime, also the exemptions and limitations under old tax regime and new tax regime for the financial year 26-27. And hopefully you have understood the salary calculations for different levels of salaries from 5 lakhs to 25 lakhs, and which tax regime to opt for less taxable income with exemptions and without exemptions. So friends, if you have any questions or queries related to this video, please do comment in the comment section. I'll be happy enough to answer all queries. And if you like this video, please do subscribe and share among your friends. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a nice day.